god. Grow up. Welcome back, guys. How are you doing? Do you like the new setup? We're trying something new. We're trying something new today.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah, I actually really like it. It's giving the cozy vibes we were going for.
Yes. We just want to quickly say that this is not the final setup.
No.
We just like quickly thought about this and we're like, okay, you know what? This could actually work.
Yeah, no, it was very last
minute.
This and then this and then it kind of looks cute. So what do you think?
Before we get started with this video, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you leave your comments down below and engage with us. And we always want to hear your thoughts on especially this topic because
this is rampant in our society, isn't it? Before we start though, we're gonna be pouring up a glass of wine. It's called Josh Cellar's Pinot Grigio and it's California wine. I don't know, California just gets me delicious.
Yeah. I guess high end, yeah?
Yes,
like luxury. Look at these cute wine glasses, guys.
They're tilted. Tell me when to stop. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, stop.
Okay. Always pour the person first.
Cheers. I love white wine.
I love a nice dry white wine.
So good.
She's nice and crisp. I like when that hits you in the back of your the back,
like,
right?
It's a little,
yeah, a little sour.
I don't even know how to explain that feeling, but it's just really good.
Should we like chug it?
No.
I'm trying to get tipsy.
No. We're gonna sip it casually throughout our conversation, okay? Today's topic is very trendy right now because another victim was just outed. We're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio and his obsession with women under 25.
Yeah.
And the second she turns 26,
that's it.
Your time is cut off. Sorry, expiration date. Yeah. And then he finds a new 20-year-old to love. So
that's a lot of long-term relationships. Like to be with someone from the even like 20, 22, that's like 5 years and they're like that's a pretty intimate relationship.
Yeah. And this is all male privilege. Yeah. He can just keep getting older and older and just like keep dating women in their quote unquote prime.
Yeah.
And like he's not affected by it.
No.
You know, he can just settle down at any moment that he wants. So
it's very much like this is like a topic that just opens up every other issue that we have and that another thing that women have to deal with. And it's just there's never a break in a woman's mind. Like you always have to consider something. It's just so annoying how it always pertains to the male gaze. It's like how attractive are you to most men? How attractive or how young do you look to most men? Do you look like when they talk about youth, they're talking about so many things, right? Like they're talking about like your fertility and like your mental state and all these things that you like. Should you feel guilty for being older? Like what is going on? So we're gonna talk about all of that.
What you're saying is right, and I feel like now more than ever with like this whole red pill talk and like even Kevin Samuels telling women over 30 that like you're less valuable because of the sexual marketplace and how it's like just like how things work there like how things work in our society, right?
Work in that company.
How things work in our society is just unfortunately as soon as you turn 30 to a lot of men or high value men, right? Like it's all about the certain type of man that you want to attract. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get because you are not in your quote unquote sexual prime, right? And like there is some truth to that. Like as much as we'd like to say like no, like age is just a number and women get better with time, it's also like live in reality though.
We have to live in reality. So let's talk. Okay, I'm gonna try to be as unbiased to the situation as possible, but also we have a good perspective because we are freshly not 25. Well, you're gonna be 26 in a couple weeks. Yeah, like literally, like she has a later birthday, so you're enjoying the 25 a little longer, but she's about to get snatched right from under you just now, sister.
I honestly feel 28. Like
I'm telling you, wait till the 26 hits though. Like
I already went through a crisis. I don't need another one.
I might come back. Actually, maybe you already had yours. Maybe I had mine right when I turned 26. Like we're both in the same year. Yeah. My birthday's a little earlier. So
my sister had hers just when she turned 26 too. Like not just when she turned 26, but at 26.
Yeah, a little bit after.
25, 26 is when shit clicks in. Oh, you're not a kid no more. You're not in the youth. Well, you still are, but like just compared to your early 20s, things are much different.
And I will say I see how I'm perceived differently.
Already?
Yes. I think that, like, it's not that I feel like I look old. Like, I don't think people are like, she's too old, she looks old. Like, you know what I mean? But I just think I definitely don't look like I'm 20. But I also think overall energy, how we carry ourselves, we carried ourselves like kids. Like, we were not carrying ourselves as, like, independent, strong, confident women. That's scary. Men are probably like, ew, get the fuck away from me with all that confidence and, like, self-worth.
Yeah.
Like, get out.
Did I just, like, booger?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
I felt it, but whatever. A woman in her early 20s is not looking for commitment as much. As soon as a girl turns 25, things get more serious. You're like, okay, what are we? What's going on? Like, I just can't keep having fun and, like, I just can't be your girlfriend anymore. Like, are we gonna have kids? Start planning for the future. And then I think that's what turns a lot of, like, men off, and then they start dating younger and younger. Like,
you think that's, like, the main thing? Like,
I think that's one of the main things, especially with Leonardo DiCaprio, who's just such a bachelor, who's, you know, girlfriend after girlfriend, and, like, clearly does not want to get married. I think that's one of the reasons why. For me, as soon as I turned 25, I needed more structure in my life. I started looking at relationships differently. Like, when you're in your early 20s, it's just like, it's actually just vibing until you turn, 25, and there's like, what's going on? You know?
100%. I think that's definitely one of the main things, but number one, I think, and men say it so casually, is how malleable a woman is. How much can she, like, how much can I change her? How much can I control her? But control is, like, kind of a bad word, and I don't want to, like, be biased against men. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, like, even though you guys are fucking disgusting sometimes, but, like, I'm just like, how can I mold her to be my woman? You know? And I see, like, why people would go for, like, a younger woman who is, like, more, chill, more, like, she's not really worried, and she's not really gonna question you. Like, she's gonna just, it's more like a, okay, like, take your word for everything kind of thing. So
because with age comes with so much wisdom too. Like,
exactly.
I look back at my younger, like, early 20s self, and I'm just like, I know so much more than you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a thing that
you just approach situations differently.
You
and
look
like,
at life more with more experience, so, like, you're not as naive to get into situations. I can't even imagine
anymore how I'll be when I'm in, like, my 30s.
Right?
You know what I mean? Which is like, yeah, maybe men, you should stay away from
No, bro.
There's something more predatory about going for someone, like, even, I know legally she's an adult, but a 20-year-old is a dummy. I'm sorry, for the most part.
If they can say 17 legally, or, like, even, like, 15, I'm pretty sure they would go there. If you're,
exactly,
18, 19, I know you want to go younger. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because what is it really? Because a 19 and a 22-year-old don't look different. They really don't. You cannot tell me that, like, I'm not saying that she won't develop, she won't look a little different at 22, but, like, at the end of the day, they're giving very young, both of them. It's really, it's not a huge discrepancy.
There's also a biological component to this too.
Yeah, of course. We know,
like,
like, the kids, having kids, your biological clock, women are dealing with that. We know about that, so we understand why it's important, and we're, like, ingrained with, like, we need to find a man before 30. And then us too, like, women also want to have, like, build rapport with a man. They also want to, like, have time to know them and, like, date and have fun, and if it fucks up, it fucks up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they want that space too, so that's why we're always on the hunt for the most part. We're always looking for, like, a partner.
Reproductive value, you know? And I was gonna say, the biological component for why men prefer younger girls over older women, you know what I mean? And, like, that, also that, I get it, like, fertility, youth, and beauty. Like, guys look for these types of things,
of course,
right? In a partner. We were even watching Girlfriends. Like, she brought it up, and I was like, I literally just watched Girlfriends, so I watched that episode again, where Tony's like, why aren't the guys looking at me?
Because Tony's a gorgeous, beautiful woman, and then
they're at a bar.
They're at a bar.
And then Tony's like, why aren't any men looking at me? And then
Lynn is like, let's face it, girl, you're not the youngest girl in here anymore. And she's like, don't say that.
Yeah.
Because she's like, when she's saying that, she's literally, we need to put the clip in, but when she's saying that, she's literally saying, like, you're not the cutest. Yeah, you're not the cutest anymore. You know, like,
the new generation, younger girls
coming in. And despite how gorgeous Tony is, despite how up her boobs are, at the end of the day, a man can sniff out. She
older,
is
mature,
touching 30. Yeah. How old are they in that show? Honestly, like, in their 30s?
I think late 20s.
Late 20s, early 30s. Like, I think, So it's like, she's like, don't say that, but babe, that's what it is. And we were saying, like, since now we're hitting, like, that 25, 26, like, we're past the prime, I just feel like I need to mentally brace myself to do you know what I mean? Like, to accept that
It's a part of life. It honestly is. You can't be 23 forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get.
I will say,
honestly, I never know.
We got robbed. We never even got to accept. We never even got to experience.
We did.
We were 23. I'm about to. Next year, I'm 27.
Yeah.
So please.
But like, I also never thought that I'd be 27. I thought that number is so far away.
Yeah.
I have so much time to do
We
the
didn't
things that I
actually
need to do.
experience it though. We got locked down during our prime, like our actual prime. Are you like up to date with what Lolo Jones is going through? It's kind of late. She's like an ex-Olympian. Like she's 40
Oh yes,
now.
yes.
And so she like there's like women who there's so many different kinds of women, right? And there's like women who will do things the right way and do things everything like that a red pill man would say this is a good woman, and she will still end up with nothing. Like, you know what I mean? She will still end up.
What do you mean do things the right way though?
Like, she's not gonna date around, she's not gonna fuck around, she's not gonna be like you know, like these like modern women that men have such a problem with, who are like, I don't care, I'm gonna fuck anyone I want to have sex with. Like, you know what I mean? Like she will keep her like her, like, you know what I mean? She's selective with who she has sex with. Her numbers are low
body count.
Yeah, you know, low body count.
Yeah.
She's not out here, and she doesn't really care about men with money or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, she's not the modern woman, and they'll still get left behind. And then when they turn a certain age, they still get forgotten. Which is, you know what I mean? They still.
How old is she?
She's 40.
Okay.
And the thing is too, Lolo Jones is such the ideal beauty standard. She's stunning.
I've never honestly seen her.
She's like light skin, blue eyes. Okay. I think she's light skin. She might be white. She's that light skin. Like, I can't tell. I don't know.
At 40,
her name is
like,
Lolo Jones. I don't know.
So like, she's complaining that guys.
No, she's a virgin. Like, she's a virgin. She has not found her man yet. She's like, nothing is working out for me. I'm freezing my eggs, and I did everything right. She was born and raised super Christian. Like, she's like, you know what I mean? Like, she's very much like, I'm saving myself for my husband. And it's kind of biting her in the ass right now, because she's like, I'm 40 and men don't want to start with a 40-year-old. You know what I mean? Especially someone with zero experience. It's like, also, what is going on?
Yeah. Also with like, I thought where you were getting at with a woman doing everything right and still getting left behind is like the woman going, you know how like modern women, more women are educated now. They're career driven and like they're boss babes, and like it takes a long time
they hate boss babes, though. Men hate boss
build
babes.
A career. And then so that's my point. It's just like, you'll work and think money is the motive, instead of focusing on settling down and building a relationship, and wait till do that in your 30s. But then by the time you hit 30s, half of your eggs are gone, and it's like, because a lot of guys with money, they don't really care about
they actually don't care about money.
They don't.
Men don't actually care about money. It's more so like they want to be providers. You know. But I think also men get the perception of being a provider with a younger woman because they really literally have nothing. Like, you know. But when you're dealing with someone who's in her career, she has money, she's also making a salary. It's like, what do you mean you're the provider? Like, we're making the same salary, and like, you know what I mean? It's like, and then you still want her to cook and clean, and it's like, no,
it doesn't work like that.
I also work the 8-hour day. Why should I also come home and do the same thing? And it's like, they just cannot wrap their head around it. So I just think it just shows so much, like, as much as we have this movement of feminism and girl boss and all these things, at the end of the day, it is such a man's world. And I don't know how to. It's not that we need to change it. It's not that I don't think it will change. It's just the fact that, how do we navigate through it? Do you think you have to settle
to a certain degree
when you get, like, if you have a good deal but he's not everything you want? Do you think that would you if your friend came to you and you're like, this man, like this boyfriend I'm with, he loves me, he works a good job, and he's stable, like, you know what I mean, and he wants what I want, but it's like, maybe there's something that's missing for her. Would you tell her to, like, honestly, there's not better out there? Would you stick it through? And I think it's such a normal comment. It's such a natural thing to think about, because there's so many girls.
It's like,
there are people who are in long-term relationships, and I think this is so common for girls in long-term relationships, for women in long-term relationships, to question, am I doing the right thing? It happens to every girl I know. Everyone goes through this phase, and it's like,
the thing is, when we're younger,
either leave, come back, or they leave and then they're sad. Like, I don't know, like, I know
with like other people that they're dating,
they realize like there's not much better out there.
Oh my god. No, because the thing is, we grow up watching princess movies and thinking relationships are just a beautiful fantasy fairy tale, like all of the good things. But relationships come with a lot of negative sides too.
Facts.
You know, like no relationship is perfect. Friendship wise, a relationship with your parents. So you think a relationship with your significant other is going to be perfect too? No. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're literally dating another person. Like they're humans with feelings and perspectives and issues, and you know, so it's like it really depends on if you both really want it to work. Yeah. And then it'll work, because like it's not only you're settling, they're settling too. You know what I mean? Like they have to, men have to really be what's it called, realistic with the women that they can get. Like if you're an average guy and you don't look the best, you cannot expect to get a supermodel. You know, so in a way, are they then settling in their relationships? Do you know what I mean?
Realistic.
Being realistic.
Yeah. So I guess that's okay. That's really what it is. Like settling versus being realistic. Like what is the line of like you're actually settling, or like no, this is like you have a good thing going for you. Yeah. You shouldn't play your cards and like gamble what you have, kind of thing. Like
and that's life. Like you never know if you're making the right decision.
You never know.
It's so scary, but.
And it's like, at what age do you stop playing that game? Yeah. Because realistically, as much as women want to convince themselves that like it's our world, it's just not. It's just not our world.
I love living in reality. It's my favorite thing ever.
I hate living in reality.
I love it. Okay, then be delusional. But like, as long as you live in reality, you can't be disappointed. Because like,
no, I'm disappointed every day because I hate it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like how this is like. Everything is like, the older we get, you know that like if you are in a relationship, it's like you're not that girl no more, and you have to just be like okay with it. You have to like, I don't know, like I don't know what the answers are for life, you know what I mean? Like I'm at 26 having these feelings, and it's like, what am I gonna do when I'm 33? What am I gonna do when I'm 38? You know what I mean?
But look at Kim Kardashian. Also,
stop comparing us to Kim Kardashian. We have to stop. They are not normal people. They're not even humans. We don't even know what the fuck they do. Like, we can't. Okay, please, fucking like, what's the PSA? Like, to everyone, every conversation, we cannot lead with comparing ourselves to people like Kim Kardashian. Sorry, comparing ourselves to Kim Kardashian and people like Jennifer Lopez, because they're not normal. Yeah.
We have all the money in the world to get IVF and all that shit. My wine.
Your wine. Go get your wine. Run.
My wine.
My wine. Wine. Yeah, like we're like, there's people like Kim Kardashian. Okay. There's like, imagine a man comes to you like, well, Jeff Bezos did this, so I'm gonna do it too. Yeah. Babe, you're not Jeff Bezos. You're not close to the same tax bracket as Jeff Bezos. Yeah. They have these resources.
Okay, but my main point was, as long as you take care of yourself and you like go to the gym and you do your things to keep yourself looking good. Yes. Like, you know, because honestly, age, your collagen starts deteriorating, your metabolism slows down. If you don't do things to like actually help yourself, you're gonna age and you're gonna look bad. Like, I'm sorry, or like worse than you did in your 20s.
Yes,
like, you know,
and that's fair. So, that's reasonable. It makes sense. It's life. It's how it goes.
That's all I was saying. Not my life is gonna be like Kim Kardashian's. No. Not
even that. Like, but you said there's people like Kim Kardashian, and we need to look at the girl next door who looks good and she's jogging every single day and doing it naturally, because that's realistically what we're gonna do if we want to look good. Like, yes, we can get a surgery, we can get tummy tucks and whatever, but like realistically, we need to change our diets. We need to like manually work out, like, you know, like the natural way to do it. So I know I hate it too. That's what I'm saying. I hate reality. It's the worst. Yeah, no, I hate when people make an argument and compare themselves to like, but look at Beyonce. Who the fuck is Beyonce to you? She doesn't. What do you mean?
Are the women dumping Leonardo, or is he dumping them?
No, he's dumping them.
How do you know? Because when you turn 25, your prefrontal cortex develops. I've been seeing this tweet. Yeah. And it's like, it added a new perspective to this. I'm like, okay, honestly, maybe they are leaving him. Like, they see him for, I don't know, maybe he's a loser in person, but he's a great actor. Do you know what I mean? Like, and has money.
I could see it being both. I could definitely see it being both, but also Leo DiCaprio being like, it's so sad because I really respected him as an actor and I really liked him. But like, it's just so gross when you see people for who they are, but like, it could just be both. It could be him also just wanting to start again with a fresh brain that doesn't know anything. I'm gonna pull up a video of a guy explaining why he likes to date women between 21 and 25.
Fucking love young women.
Fucking love, he said.
Between 21 and 25.
21?
21 and 25.
You're 33.
I'm 33 years old. It's been the best fucking experience.
I think I know why.
The best experience. Like, these women typically very malleable, right? Very cooperative. cooperative, extremely cooperative, right?
Kevin Samuels Jr.
Exactly. listen.
For sure.
No, let me tell you, because I'm just being very honest about
I'm
my
not shocked.
experience. Like, they don't have many negative experiences. So they do truly give you grace.
I'm not shocked.
I'm not shocked
his
either.
mindset. Like, when I watch this, I'm like, duh.
It makes
like,
sense.
Guys, you don't have to work as hard for a younger woman.
Mm-mm.
Like, they're easily impressed. They just, honestly, okay, I can't say they just, because I don't want to be like general, but I'm speaking for myself. When I was younger, easily impressed, less life experience, less sexual partners, like all these things that men love. Do you know what I mean? So I understand why he would go for a younger girl. It makes sense. So yeah.
And whenever they give like that like that range, 21 to 25, you're not talking to 25-year-olds, you're talking to 21 and 22-year-olds. Like, just shut the fuck up, please. Like, it's not the 25-year-old.
If it could be 18 to 22,
yeah,
it would be that.
But they'll get in big trouble if they say that. So they're gonna say 21 to 25, but I know for sure they're talking about younger. Because I don't think there's a problem with a 25-year-old dating a 33-year-old. I think that's okay. Or okay, go date older. That's fine. You get it more now. You're a little more equipped, but 21, 20, like, that's ridiculous. You're still a baby. Like, he's in America. That's freshly legal. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my god, yeah.
So like here it's 18 or sorry 19, but there it's 21. So if you could do 19, you probably would, and it'll probably be 19 to 25 or 19 to 24 or something, you know. And it's crazy. It's just the young demographic, we're not in that anymore, and we're about to like enter a new phase in our life and have like different perspectives, and are really gonna change now. And I'm not mad at it.
The fact that he used the term malleable though.
Yeah, I get it. They want
like,
men want a woman who's gonna be a reflection of them, and they want to mold them as much as possible to be exactly like them.
And they want a woman with like no experience, like no dating experience, no
I just want to
sexual partners, like, you know, or like very limited sexual partners, which I agree with.
Your body is like a temple,
especially
I
as a woman.
Believe that
too.
Yeah.
So like,
I don't want to give my body to everyone.
Absolutely not.
Especially,
so,
and I believe like the soul thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you actually, like people, like you take a part of whoever you sleep with, and there's so many cultures who believe in that too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's not coming from nowhere. It's almost coming from nowhere to be like they don't. Like, you know.
So my thing is like, there are a lot of women who bash men who say, I don't want a woman with a lot of like sexual partners, but I completely agree with that.
It just depends
if
what
I was
age
a man,
you're at.
I wouldn't want a woman who had a lot of sexual partners. Also, there's a statistic. I watch a lot of red pill videos, and like, because there's a lot of truth to them, but the more sexual partners a woman has, by the time she's settled down and getting serious with someone, they'll always reflect back on their best sexual experience, you know, and always be comparing with the man who they've settled down with to that best sexual experience. So it's harder for them to be satisfied in their new relationship.
That makes sense,
you know.
But
because
I also think people
so much better.
But people are teachable too. So like, if there's something that someone is doing that is so good, why can't you just teach your new partner to do that?
I guess you can do that,
you know?
But sometimes it just doesn't work though. Like, sometimes it's just not gonna be the same. Like,
sometimes it's not. But then it's just like, that's like such an obvious thing though. Like, it's like, obviously if you don't know any better, you know what I mean? Because also, like, the thing with that is, it's like, if you're dating a 30-year-old and they say they have like 15 partners, that's not crazy.
A 30-year-old woman?
Yeah, like, because women also have needs. It's like, women have to ignore their needs in order to like be accepted by a man, you know?
Yeah.
But that's why they'll just go younger. They're like, okay, yeah, we get it. So I'm just gonna go for the younger one who has less. What I was gonna say is like, but every conversation we have is always had by people like our age or younger, you know? Maybe a little bit older, but like, you don't see women really who are like over 35 talking about these things.
Oh my god, this bitch. I mean, sorry,
Pearl.
This girl. This girl.
This bitch.
Yeah, this
Please
girl.
keep that in.
Remember she brought a older auntie. Remember you said
yes,
and she literally agreed with everything the red pill community says because it's true. You know, and she's accepted.
Please, not an auntie.
That's what they call her.
Why do they call her auntie?
And the title, they literally called her auntie because she's an older woman. She's in her 50s, you know. So
okay, 50's fine. She's an auntie. But I thought you were talking about someone in the 30s.
No. She was in her 50s. She was like an older like lady who's so accepting of her not being in her prime, and she's just like, you think I could put my legs up here like how I used to when I was in my 20s? Like, no, I can't. You know, you're just not. You don't have the energy like you used to. And she's just. It's interesting hearing her perspective as a way older.
That's what I'm saying. I want to
this
hear
new like.
Yes.
I guess like they're trying to make us modern women understand a man's perspective on dating, and we're just so like trying to fight it.
Yes.
It's like, no, this is the way it actually is.
Right? And that's so young of us to do. And every perspective we hear is coming from like a 23-year-old telling you about her dating experience. But babe, like, you're so young. You really don't know yet. You really, and you have to get to an age to understand.
What I don't like? You don't know when you're in your prime.
You don't know.
You don't know the things you should know when you're in your prime. I wish I had the wisdom I did now when I was 21.
But then you wouldn't, you know what I mean? But then
it's a part of growing
It's a part
up.
of it. It's like you have to be that naive young girl to get to the point where you're not her anymore.
Yeah.
You know? But like, I want to hear more, like, and that's why I really love Oshs Co on YouTube. She talks about that. She made a video about Lolo Jones, and she was saying like, when women who are older, they just get bashed. Sorry, when women who are older and talk about their experience being single, dating, and telling people how life really is, and they give them that perspective at that age, people just be like, well, this is why you're like this. This is why you're bitter, and this is why you're never gonna get.
You should have made the right choices.
Yes,
you had all the time in the world. You had 15
judgment.
years to find your man.
You know what I mean? There's so much judgment, and like they just put them down so much, and it's just like, I understand why someone who's older won't make those type of videos and make that kind of content. But it's like, that's who I really want to hear from. I don't want to hear from the 20-year-old.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you know?
Yeah.
What do you know, babe? Like, you actually don't know a thing. Just like, you know what I mean?
One relationship.
Everyone, you know what I mean? Like, everyone wants to be like someone who can give advice. Everyone wants to be,
even like, us though. Like, we're still pretty young talking about our experiences.
And I am what's the word? Acknowledging that. I understand that. You know, but I still think we do have something to say because we're not in that young age anymore. We're still past that now.
Yeah. And there are a lot of women our age watching us too.
And DiCaprio would leave us. He would leave us because we're too fucking old, Shoshana. Can you imagine?
1 more month with Leonardo, and then I'm gone. I'm discarded.
He would have left me a few months ago. In May, he would have been like, sorry, babe. Best of luck to you. Like, you know, I'm like, okay, bye.
I took your prime, but
I took your prime, sorry.
Can you imagine? No, I'm gonna fight you. I'm not going out without a fight. I know.
What do you mean you're gonna fight him to stay?
Oh.
And you know what, too? It's like, who you surround yourself with at this age is important, because they can
not
either...
be your bridesmaids.
Huh?
They're gonna be your bridesmaids. If you
that too. I'm saying, like, in terms of like accepting yourself, in terms of like being okay with it, you have to be with people who are a little older than you, people your age, who show you the beauty of aging and getting a little older and knowing yourself and all that. But when you, like, there's people who are my age who are gonna, like, for example, if you're in like the party scene.
Oh my god.
If you're around younger people all the time, you're bound to feel old. You're bound to feel like, fuck, I don't belong here. But if you're in the right area at the right time in your life is still beautiful. You know? I just think, like, I don't care what men think. I don't care about how this world is set up. I just don't want my life. I don't want to look at my life and be like jaded. You know what I mean? I want to not feel that feeling. I know being jaded is unescapable.
What do you mean jaded though? Like, with what?
With life, with aging. I think as a woman, it's inevitable. You're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be a little jaded in life. I think that's normal. I think that's like natural, and it's how it goes. I just want to extend that period as long as possible. Yeah, why are you laughing? I'm serious.
I feel like
our age,
we're
myself
already
for
30 so much, so that when I hit 30, I won't be like, fuck, I'm 30. Like, I already feel like that.
Nothing prepares you than actually being 30 though. You know what I mean? Like, you can guess all you want. You know what I mean? But you're not 30, so until you hit it.
When I was 21, I was like, when I'm 25, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna have this. And now we are talking about, I have none of those.
I don't have one of it!
A single
not even out of the 10 I said, not even one. What can I do? Should I cry?
It's also like the expectations we set on ourselves, right?
And that is something I'm learning too. Shout out
Josh. This wine is doing it.
How do you taste citrus? It says it has citrus and passion fruit, crisp and bright, with hints of green apple and pear. I love green apple and pear.
I just taste tipsy.
Yeah, I know. I taste drunk. Please, guys.
So.
Comment down below what you think, and I really I want to hear what the women our age and older think. Not to say if you're younger you can't comment, of course comment, but I'm just saying, like, you know, please, like, y'all don't really know much to, like, yeah, let's have a discussion in the comments.
Yeah,
anyway,
so
that's all for today.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I did. I thought it was a really good conversation. There's so much really more I can talk about. I feel like everything we talk about is connected, like race, age, and like these prejudices in life, and like everything is so it's too much. Like, I don't know. It's just, life is so complicated. But I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation for today. And I hope you guys join us in our next one.
Yes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope you guys enjoyed this because I feel like it was really good.
Me too.
Yeah. Shout out to Leonardo for giving us good content.
Shout out you, Leo.
In 6 sick ways. So here we go.
Bye.
Cheers.